destroy an iron, but its own dust can. Nothing can destroy a person, but its own mindset can. Hello and welcome back. Last time we started by understanding what a positive mindset is. And today, continuing further, we are going to observe the difference between a negative and a positive mindset, and also how to change a negative thinking to positive thinking.
Negative thinking. For people with negative thinking, they have always something to worry about. Nothing is ever quite right, and that even seems to last forever. Life means living in fear, sadness, or anger most of the time, and the worst thing is that they are so wrapped in negativity that they cannot even see that there are ways out. They fear for the events in the future, something that perhaps will never happen. They could be spoiling their present for a future that is not even real. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Do you relate this? Worry not, because we are going to tell how to overcome this. What about people with positive thinking? They have a good mood and they tend to look for the silver lining in difficulties or negative circumstances. They don't dwell on worries and they tend to have high expectations with a convinced heart, which does really lead to high results.
There's a little difference between people, but that little difference makes a big difference. The little difference is mindset, and the big difference is whether it's positive or negative.
People with negative thinking pay attention to the bad.
People with positive thinking will pay attention to good.
They tend to believe their best days are in past. There is nothing to look forward to and consider it as a waste of time and energy.
They believe everything happens for the best in the end.
They are afraid of changes.
They always see opportunities.
They see only limitations.
They are ready for new experiences.
Imagine, your life is like a container. It was supposed to be filled with joy, confidence, peace, and creativity. But if you let worries in, it pushes out peace. You let jealousy in, it pushes out joy. You let guilt in, it pushes out confidence. And there's no space left. You cannot go above 100%, right? So, don't let worries in, don't let guilt in, don't let jealousy in. These things cannot come in automatically. You control what you take in and you control what you think about.
Many situations leave us in a way that we can't help but think of negative thoughts and they take over us. And we get so wrapped inside negativity that we can't even see that there are ways out. After this, you might be asking, how do I overcome this? How do I switch from negative thinking to positive thinking? We're gonna tell some helpful ways to help you see the better in bad situations.
Change your point of view for the bad situation. It is not easy, but you will eventually get there. Try to see the situation from the good side. Instead of thinking, I'm going to have a hard time doing this. Think, this looks challenging, but I'm going to try my best. Because if you expect to fail, you will fail. On the other hand, if you expect to win, you will win.
Fresh start. You all might have heard of the quote, every day is a fresh start. And so, it is essential to clear all your thoughts before you go to sleep. And try to eliminate all your worries and any negativity from the previous day. And just hope for the best. And try not to stress about the previous day or the next day. So, focus on a new day, a fresh start, with tons of opportunities waiting for you.
Whenever you feel negative about yourself or your life, remember there are people in the world who cannot see, who cannot hear, who cannot talk, who cannot walk, who are differently abled. There are millions who go to bed hungry and sleep on streets. They are homeless. They are orphan. They have to beg for a living. But still, they are grateful with what they have. So be grateful to God with each and every blessing in your life.
Stress. Do you sometimes feel overwhelmed with work,
pressure, stress, etc., and you feel surrounded by negativity, and you also feel completely sick and tired of everything? If yes, after visiting a hospital, you won't. Why? There are people who are in those hospital beds for weeks or months and still are hoping and praying and waiting to get out of there and go to their normal lives back. There are people who have to undergo serious and risky surgeries with all that anxiety and stress. They still keep hoping for the best and try to stay positive. There are people who are counting their last breaths. And what do you think of those who are in coma condition, neither alive nor dead? Can you think of the condition of their families? Of all the mentioned conditions, what about their families? So, if you are at home, safe and sound with your family, you should be highly grateful and thankful to God.
Surroundings. You all might know this already, but try to understand it once again. Surrounding really matters when it comes to who you are. By surroundings, we mean people you're surrounded with. A very good example is a kid. When a kid do something and you appreciate it, he will be confident about that he's good enough in that thing. But if you neglect it, he will think that he's not good enough and will never try to do his best in that thing.
Either I'm good at it or I'm not. I can learn to do anything I want. That's just who I am. I can't change it. I'm constantly evolving in progress. If I won't try, I won't fail. I only fail when I stop trying. That task is totally out of my league. The task looks challenging. Let me give it a try. I can't do anything about it. This is my destiny. I need to change something. I can't keep living like this.
This is the end for today's part. Hope we were successful in explaining you the difference between positive and negative mindset, and also how we can switch from negative to positive thinking. Remember, what you will tell yourself every day will either lift you up or tear you down. And if you want your life to take off, start imagining it the way you want it to be, because you can't expect positive result from negative mindset. So we will be back next time and focus upon the role and importance of mindset in our lives. Till then, buongiorno and abianto.